Hi everyone, how are you all doing? I am here to just share my process that I'm going through, and I thought it might help someone or not. So I'll be here talking about connections and like sisterhood and brotherhood and these terminologies that we use. And I might be wrong, but that's my personal truth. Okay, disclaimer. So I was discussing with some beautiful women and about sacred rage, and I shared a lot of like dark stuff that happened in my life, and it did happen, but like I just want to share that the that's just part of my experience, but that's not the whole me, So I think that staying in those energies, for me, it does not work. Okay? Does not work. So, as much as I understand that how darkness can actually help us live our lives deeper, and Gurbani does talk about it. It says that dukh daru sukh rog paya, ja sukh tam na hui, meaning that like dukh, meaning the pains, the struggles we go through, are like medicine, and sukh is like the perceived joy, like not joy, but like comforts. It says that they can make us lazy. So rog meaning disease, can make you lazy, can make you stagnant. Jasuktam, I don't want that kind of comforts. I would rather be with the discomfort. And I do see the medicine of it, but I do want to add that that is not our entire experience, right? That's not my baseline. Okay, so I was thinking about it, like, what is connection, what is sisterhood, the terminologies we use, and then it's interesting, right? For if you have not been seen and valued and heard, you might use these labels. Nothing wrong with them. This is my understanding again, okay? You can use these terminologies to compensate for that, right? To compensate for not fully seeing yourself. And even if other people see you, you might not feel that in yourself. That's what I'm trying to say. It has to come from yourself, right? And there has to be no motive behind the connection, is what another thing I felt during my contemplation. It has to be unconditional and loving, right? That's what connections mean to me. That's what sisterhood, whatever these labels we use, satsangat or whatever it is all about sharing our experiences, and holding space for others. But like, that's not everyone can do that. That's another thing. I don't think everyone can do that. For me, it's about, I'll listen to you, but then I'll be like, okay, let's move forward and do something about it. Like, that's just how I am, right? But maybe that might not be your state, right? So I think that, yeah, I have to understand how my system works. I think that's the moral of the story. And I drew some cards because I was like, so, and this came, sacred boundaries. Isn't that interesting? So I have to honor my boundaries. I have to learn what works for me and not try to be this perceived sisterhood that does not, like, really drains me. or how to create my version of sisterhood, I guess. So I'll read from the guidebook. It says that, I loved it, so I have to share it. Tiger palm is the medicine of sacred boundaries. Tigers are masters of their territory. In the jungle, tiger says no to living near other tigers because she knows this will diminish the amount of food in her territory. Tiger says yes to living near water, for she knows it is good medicine to relax and play in the flowing waters. Tiger is bold and never thinks twice about whether she should allow something toxic and dramatic in her environment, nor does she ever feel bullied or coerced into doing something she does not want to do. Tiger is so strong because she creates firm boundaries. Tiger's power comes from knowing and honoring herself. That's the moral of the story. Honor yourself. See what works for you. Don't copy anybody. I think that's why I have issues with labels, because I feel like they somehow constrict the experience, right? Because, for example, we talking here, someone will hear something entirely different from what I'm trying to say. And that's not on me. That's on the other people. And again, this conversation I had, it's nothing to do with others. It's my experience. So I need to honor what I feel and work with it, right? And I also got surrender low self-esteem. Yes, I love that. I'm being called out here. It is low self-esteem, right? And for me, low self-esteem is because I am not willing to see myself fully. I am relying on others to see me. You see how winding that is? Right? I mean, it puts you in a vicious cycle. So you'll constantly wait for others' validation and the likes and the comments and the approval of others. Do you see it? Do you see that? So, again, that's my that's my journey. It might not resonate with you, right? So it's like, be so okay in your skin, so knowing about yourself, that when you meet the other person, you meet them because you just connect. You're not seeking something from them. You don't need them to do something for you. Again, I think it takes a lot of courage and trust to be in this state of living, I feel like. But I think it also makes you so much more alive and in control, because that's the only thing we can control, right? And I could feel that. I was like, okay, I'm listening, but I was crying. Okay, by the way, when I was crying during the video, I was crying not because of me, because I think I have done that already. I was crying reading all the comments from all these women. I was like so shocked. I was like, oh my God, there's so much pain and suffering. And of course, being an empath, that amplifies. But I was like, oh my God, I need to zoom out and see the bigger picture, because that is, like how Buddha said, yes, there is suffering. I'm not at all saying there is no suffering, but that's not the entire truth. You can go beyond suffering. And I think that's been really important for me to understand, like, let it go through your heart, process it, give it space, but then don't drown in it. I feel like these are really heavy emotions, and your heart can process all of it. We are built for this. We are not given anything more than we can handle. And no matter how much I went through, I actually feel that has made me who I am today. So you see what I mean? These experiences are there to make us more of us, right? They are not there to, nobody's after us. So it's just about not feeling a victim. I think that physical reality has its limitations, and but that does not make us a victim. We can still choose to dream and imagine and dream of a better world, which is why I love being in nature and learning from nature, because look at the flowers, they never stop blooming, right? And it's like there's always something to look forward to. There's so much hope and beauty in this world. And of course shadows do exist, but like that's, I don't think that's my domain. I see it, I feel it, right? I'm a human, but I think that we have a possibility of so much joy and beauty to feel in this life. So anyways, a lot of my rambling. So I hope that it resonated with you or not. Let me know what you guys think. And I love you so much. I'll see you again. Goodbye.